Yeah, hello everybody. You're welcome to yet another edition of Africa's Realities. As usual, my name is Mr. Johnson Yakobosani, and today I'm out with another video. Yes, today I want to talk about Nasir El'rufai. Recently, he gave an interview on Channels TV. Now, I watched this interview, and I didn't even want to make this content because I think I've made a lot of content on Nasir El'rufai. But until I just decided today to look at the comment section, and I saw how gullible Nigerians are. And I said, no. I have to make this video to correct some things. Well, I want you to listen to this video because how you are easily deceived, I don't understand. Please watch this video to the end. Well, before we start this content, I want you who is listening right now, I want you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop my video, you get to be amongst the first to watch. And I want to thank my returning subscribers because you guys are always quick to watch my videos, and I say thank you. And I also want you who is watching right now, I want you to hit the like button so that this video can go far and wide. And finally, I also want you to engage in the comment section so that we can have a healthy debate. Now, having said all these and without further ado, let us start this content right now.
Babu wani kama da kai, ai babu wani.
Yeah, my people, you are welcome back. Like I said, today I am making this content because of the interview that former Governor Nasir El'rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, gave to Channels TV. And a lot of things he said, which are like 90% falsehoods. He was speaking falsehoods. And I came to comment section today. I decided to look at the comment section, and I saw almost everybody is praising El'rufai. I know you guys are praising him, number one, because they say when you have a common enemy, and you don't look at the fault of your brother if you are fighting a common enemy. So since he is now against Tinubu, who has made economy so hard for everybody, whatever El'rufai says now is like he is king. And then the second thing now, many of us obedience because El'rufai is carrying Obi's hands up and seeming as if he wants to come as a running mate for Obi. We now think El'rufai is a god, a decent person, and he gave this interview, and everybody is so praising him after all our lies. So we are going to see all the lies he enumerated in his interviews. Now, I am an obedient. Don't get me wrong. I can never be a Tinubu supporter, God forbid. I am obedient. But yet, we have to call El'rufai for who he is. He is a manipulator of things, and we should call him for who he is. Now, before I go further with this content, I want you to watch a little bit of this video of the interview. Just watch a little bit, just a little piece I picked of the very lengthy interview. We'll come back and I will speak, not just on this video, or maybe on the interview as well. Now watch this clip, we'll come back and we'll analyze.
There's a section of the southern Kaduna people who have a feeling that there is hard approach of yours to things which which gives them a feeling that maybe Nasir El'rufai hates southern Kaduna people. They can, what do you say to them?
Yeah, they can think what they think. I don't tolerate nonsense. Governance is not a joke. When you are governing 10 million people, as I did in Kaduna, you must not discriminate between A and B. Nobody can blackmail me that because he's a Christian, the law doesn't apply to him. Okay? There are people in southern Kaduna that feel entitled to behave in a certain way, and I didn't take it. I dealt with them. Just as the IMN, Al-Zakzaki's people who thought that they could do anything they want and get away with it, we dealt with them. Al-Zakzaki people are Muslims like me, but I didn't take any nonsense from them. Go and ask them. They consider me an enemy.
How do you then explain to those who think that you are a fundamentalist?
I don't care. The people that think I'm a fundamentalist don't know me. They have never met me. They have formed their opinion. And frankly, Shaun, the reason why my enemies are very vehement at hating me is because I don't care what they think. It's the way I am. I'm very comfortable with who I am and what I am. And I don't care what you think. You know me. Those that worked with me know me. Some of the closest people I worked with in the government I empowered are from Southern Kaduna. They know that this is not true. But there are people, there are some entitled Southern Kaduna Christian leaders who are used to getting money every month from the government. $20,000 who are being used to giving $20,000 to go for medical checkup every year. I stopped it. I stopped funding pilgrimage, just as I stopped many other things that are waste of government resources. I would not be popular.
But how do you explain the balance of power when you as a government, and you know the quantum of the Christian community or Christian people in Kaduna State, and those who feel that you never cared, and that's why you had that hearing when you were governor?
No.
Do you regret any of those decisions?
Listen to me. Listen. What do you think is the quantum of the Christian population in Kaduna State?
You think they're insignificant?
No. What do you think? No, I ask you. What percentage?
I imagine maybe 30 or 25% of
They are not up to that. Okay? So, if they are not up to that, why should they feel entitled to 50% of positions in the government? Southern Kaduna, the 8 local governments of Southern Kaduna accounted for over 60% of the civil service when I was there. So, who is talking about marginalization? But for Southern Kaduna leaders to send a delegation to me after assuming as governor and announcing my cabinet to say that they have been shortchanged because they got only 25% or 30% of the positions because they are used to 50%. And I say, okay, on what basis? On the basis of what? PDP was rigging in Southern Kaduna. They were writing results to overturn the elections of the majority in Northern Kaduna. So they will give you 50%. I didn't rig my election. I won. There are 3 senatorial districts. We made appointments on the basis of equality of senatorial districts. But this is the feeling of entitlement that I faced. And it had to be wiped out. I had to bring everyone down to the level of reality. I'm not going to encourage self-entitlement or using violence to negotiate.
Did you support the Muslim ticket in your party in 2023 too?
I did.
And you think it's okay?
It was a political strategy. It was a strategy to win the election. It was not a religious strategy. It was a strategy to win the election.
And it worked?
Clearly. Look, Shaun, when you are contesting elections, you look at every variable, look at every index, you look at every criterion that will help you win. Okay? That is what people do. It has nothing to do with religion.
Even if those tendencies seem to affect the fabric of our nation, or what makes...
Listen to me, Shaun. So long as we continue to speculate on this, we will not solve them. We have done Muslim ticket now. Tell me in what way Christians are now shortchanged.
Yeah, you're welcome back. Now you heard just a little excerpt from the lengthy interview. He was saying some things, like he was saying he brought Tinubu, he brought Ubasani. El'rufai, you help somebody, but it's not your entitlement. It's not your property. Kaduna State belongs to everybody. Kaduna State belongs to you, belongs to Ubasani, belongs to me, and belongs to all Kaduna people. You cannot tell us you bring anybody into it. No, it is his right to be there. He got there because he has all the right, all the qualification, everything. And in life, people must help people to achieve something in life. Another thing he said that the security of Kaduna State was far better when he was there, and now it has gotten all worse. And I say, what? The security of Kaduna State was better when you were governor, that he put a very good security apparatus to take Kaduna. This man was just spitting lies. Lies. This is the person who carry Kaduna State government money, and was paying bandits that are killing Southern Kaduna people. He was paying the bandits. He came on air. He said they have to go and pay them dear because they are offended. And these people will now create all kinds of militia, and they come to Southern Kaduna people and they attack and they invade. And he will carry Kaduna State government money and he goes and pay. Now he comes and he's speaking nonsense. Did he say it on air that he's paying them? And some of these questions, I don't know why the interviewer didn't ask him some of these key questions. He said he's paying them because they need to be compensated. And the more he pays them, the more they attack. The more he pays them, the more they attack villages in Southern Kaduna, and he did nothing. Now, let me just go further. Now, this is the most assault, or this is the most very funny excuse he gave. Now, the excuse, because whenever a Southern Kaduna man talks, he goes and arrests him with police, people will come and attack Southern Kaduna villages. Southern Kaduna people will come and cry out. He will go with police and get all the Southern Kaduna people and lock them up. If Southern Kaduna people put vigilante to take care or to safeguard their communities, he goes with police and he arrests the vigilante and he locks them up. That the people must be vulnerable, and these are not people who are going to other communities. So these are people who are staying in their communities, and attackers are going to attack them. They didn't carry arms and move out of their communities. They are in their communities. It is an invader that comes into their communities, and they are fighting and they are trying to protect themselves. He said, when you carry arms to protect your community, he comes and catch you and lock you up. And the people who can move with arms everywhere, not one of them has he arrested. Not one. Go and see how many Southern Kaduna people he locked up. Now, and then he said, and then he compared shites, El'rufai shites. He said he dealt with Christians, and he also dealt with El'rufai shites, shites. And so he dealt with Christians, he dealt with Muslims. That is the most lame excuse I've ever heard. Because go to the Sunni Muslim, go to the Sunnah Muslim, the Zala, the Derika, the Tijaniya, and everybody. They said Christians and the Shiites are pagans. They have never accepted that Shiites are Muslims. They say Shiites are pagans. They say Shiites and the Christians are the same. This man only has record of dealing with Christians and dealing with Shiites. They are doing everything like Christians. They said they are doing 1 day marriage or 2 days marriage. They said they are not Muslims. They said they are not practicing Muslims. They are not practicing Islam, sorry. None of them has ever accepted these people as practicing Islam. So how can he come and say because he dealt with them the way he dealt with Christians, so he has also dealt with Christians and Muslims? Do you know that sometimes all the Sunni Muslims, they even want to deal with Shiites more than they want to deal with Christians because of how they hate the Shiites? And this man is saying because he dealt with Shiites, so he has dealt with Muslims, he has dealt with Christians. Who is he trying to fool? Who is he trying to fool? Tell us one Muslim, tell us one Izala or one Derika or one Tijaniya that you dealt with first. Don't call Shiites. This is the very worst governor we had in a state that divided us on religious lines. He came and divided us and made us begin to fight ourselves as Christian Muslims. Nothing he did but to make us hate each other in Kaduna State and fight against each other. And then another point he made, he said Christians are less than 25% of the population of Kaduna State. And because of that, he went and reduced a lot of things that are going to Southern Kaduna because Southern Kaduna are feeling entitled. Listen to what he said though. He never said Kaduna people are feeling entitled, and he went all around and he curtailed the entitlement that Kaduna State are feeling. He said he went and curtailed, when you have open spaces and you say you curtail one side, when you curtail one side and reduce what spots, which he clearly said that he reduced all the positions that they normally get, meaning that he gave it to the other side. He said Southern Canada people came and tell him that, why are you giving us 25%, 30% when it used to be 50-50 in the state? And he said that it's because they have been entitled, and he reduced it because the Southern Kaduna are 25% of the entire Kaduna, and then Muslims are 75% of Kaduna. Are you people hearing this, man? Are you people hearing this, man? So he doesn't feel entitled, so he has to reduce all their cuts, all the appointments he has to give to the Muslims. Now, let's not forget, he said this when he was leaving office. He said he gave everything to the Muslims. But when the Christians come, he deceived them and said, but I'm doing for you too. I'm doing for you too. But in real time, he knows, he and all the Muslims, they know he's not doing anything for the Christians, but he's deceiving the Christians that he's doing for them. Okay, just watch this video. Watch this video, I will come back, I will continue.
Amma na biyu abinda muka so mu nuna, kuma cikin shekara hudu na alhamdulillah mun nuna, shine gwamnati wanda gwamna musulmi ne, mataimakiyar gwamna musulmi ne, SSG musulmi, chief of staff musulmi, kwamishinan kuɗi musulmi, ba zai cuci Krista ba a Kaduna. Kuma duk inda muka je muna gaya musu cewa haka ne. Duk saman gwamnatinmu musulmi ne. Of course, Kubau sun fi zaɓen mu, saboda haka zan je Kubau in ɗan ƙara musu wani abu. Ko domin sun zaɓe mu, abinda zan ba Jaba zan ƙara ma Kubau, tunda Jaba ba su zaɓe mu ba. Dama wanda yake son ka za ka ɗan ƙara mishi. Muna neman wanda za su yi aiki ne, ba mu duba addinin. Of course muna duba addini, amma ba zan faɗa haka ba.
Now you can see in this video, he said clearly that he gave Christian remnants. And he did everything for the Muslims. But, he kept deceiving the Christians. When they come, he say, he's doing for them. But we all know he's only giving them crumbs. He did everything for the Muslims. That is he right here saying to his Muslim people when he had a meeting with them. Now, this is the same person now coming on national TV and saying that he did for Christians, he did for Muslims. And this interviewer will not tell him to his face that, no, you said that you gave Muslims all, and you gave remnants to Christians, and you are deceiving Christians that you are doing for them. But in reality, you are not doing anything for them. These are your words from your mouth. The interviewer couldn't ask him something like this. But these are clearly the things he said in this video that you just watched. And then he called Christians entitled people. They are feeling entitled. I know the Muslims, they are not feeling entitled. The Muslims, he has increased and given them more because the Muslims are not feeling entitled. It's the Christians that are feeling entitled. And you interviewer, you heard this. You can't praise him more questions. In what they are feeling entitled, that's why you reduce their slots. Feeling entitled. And you all lie that they are less than 25%. Christians in Kaduna State are less than 25%. These are the lies they use to take everything. These are the lies they want to use against Nigeria. They are the most people in Nigeria, so that everything they will take. These are the same lies he came to Kaduna State saying that they are the most, so he's giving everything to them. The Christians are not the most, he's marginalizing them. He's going to give them remnant. And then he came today on national TV saying he gave equal, he treated everybody fairly, and there are videos everywhere, and you journalists, you cannot call him and say, oh, no, you said this with your mouth, that no, you gave the Muslim more, you gave the Muslim, and you gave Christians nothing. Well, that is the video I just played for you. He said it with his mouth. This is not just we claiming, we know he did it. But when we say it, people will say, oh, no. But now he said it with his mouth. To do bragado for, his own people. And this is a person now coming to say, no, he was just. And now he's now saying that, hey, the Muslim thing was not because he wants to. Have we heard all the things that this man said about Obi? Obi is a bigot. Obi is doing Christian religion. Obi is doing this. Obi will not win anything because now he's looking at Obi and looking at possibility to come as assistant to Obi. And he has changed his mouth. And now he's saying that the Muslim politics, he brought the Muslim ticket politics he brought in Kaduna and the one he introduced to the entire Nigeria was not a religious thing. It was a political way to win. It was not a religious thing. When the thing was the biggest religious debate in the entirety of Kaduna State, when it was the biggest religious debate in the entirety of Nigeria, where you clearly should change Christians, you say you are a leader, instead of you to rule and give equally everybody that deserve, or everybody should be given his rights. You were locking up Christians. Some of them ran away to America. You are pursuing them. Anyone from Southern Kaduna that wrote any piece of thing, do you know what he did to this man that is the owner of Chocolate City? The owner of Chocolate City. Do you know how he pursued him everywhere he got around to America? Because the right guy just wrote something and said, no, you are not treating Southern Kaduna well. El'rufai was chasing him. He ran out of Kaduna. El'rufai was chasing him all over Nigeria. The guy ran. Out to Mekori. He ran outside America and ran until El'rufai village he came back from a piece of write-up. That was how this man dealt with Southern Kaduna. So any deceit he came to tell you that no, it was a religious politics he played. We are to take over because we are Muslims. Let's take over. Leave the Christians. That's the politics he played. Every nonsense is coming up because he's seeking relevance. And he's seeking because of our pain against Tinubu. Now he's seeking relevance amongst us. Let's call him who he is. He is not a truthful person. Is he not the same person with Atiku today? Do you know the things he said about Atiku before? Even Buhari, when he was with Obasanjo, do you know what he said about Buhari? But when he needed Buhari to help him be Kaduna State and everything, do you know things he's saying? Do you know what he's saying now? Do you know what he will say tomorrow? Do you know this man, his mouth is so scattered? Do you know all the good things he had said about Tinubu? Do you know what he said about Tinubu now? Do you know how he's going to change tomorrow for Tinubu's sake? And this man is talking, and I went to your comment section. Everybody should go to that channel's TV video and check it. And you will see that this man, that you people are all praising him all through. As if you don't know who this man is. We don't want this man in our politics. We don't want this man in the politics of Nigeria. The evil that this man has done for Kaduna State and has divided us into Christian Muslims fighting each other. We don't want him anywhere. We from Kaduna State, we don't want this El'rufai thing. Except you don't want us to be obedient again, we'll leave you with your obedience. But we don't want this El'rufai. El'rufai should be dead and buried politically. He should not be any relevant in the political of Nigeria. He's a deceiver. He's the same person that told northern people that who are the northern elders, that he is the northern elder. Now he's coming back. He doesn't even have one mouth. He's there, he's talking now. Appeasing everybody. Tomorrow he comes again. He says he wants you to be for him. And all of you are talking good and you want to be for him? What nonsense. Let's call him who he is. This man calling Southern Kaduna as entitled people. Calling Southern Kaduna. This is so... Let me just leave this video here. Please, if you like, you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And if you don't like it, turn on the notification bell, because I am always bringing topical topics that somehow will enlighten and open our perceptions the more. Thank you very much for watching.